What's up YouTube, it's TCG here and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. Today it's Okidogi time. It's going to be a rogue deck that actually got second place in a very big tournament over, I think it was what, 100 players exact. So quite impressive indeed. So let's dive into the rank ladder to see how good Okidogi actually can be. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content I'm pushing out every single day. If you are, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out a lot. Give some likes for the Okidogi deck because I'm always very ecstatic if I see decks like this doing well. Big shout out to Conrad from the United States doing well in the Redacted Second Chance tournament. So what is Okidogi all about? Well, the cool thing is it has Adrena Power. So if it has a darkness energy attached, you're actually slapping 100 more damage and you have 100 more HP as well. That turns Okidogi into a 230 HP monstrosity and slaps 170, enough to two-shot most Pokemon in the game. We also come back with some Munkidori Power of ourselves, so we can Adrena Brain damage that's being put on us all the way back to the opponent. A good thing is that we're also playing Legacy Energy, which means technically we can turn an Okidogi into a zero prize Pokemon, which is kind of insane. And other things that are helping out here is the EXP share, which means we can go back-to-back Okidogi. How do we set it up? We also come back with 4 copies of Crispin. Might I add that we also come back with Brave Bangle these times around, so we can actually slap more damage to the opponent. That means 200 damage with a 230 HP one prize Pokemon. That's kind of insane, I know. We're gonna have a Shaman to protect our bench. We have Tatsugiri to find supporters to just get our setup going. We have Fezandipiti and Mew EX, which are also Pokemon in there for draw power. And we also come back with a Cornerstone, which is very good these days up against stuff like Goldango. So that's awesome. Even Item Block Budu if things go not our way. We have a couple of ways to get in there. We have Air Balloon and also a regular copy of Switch in there. Colorless Tenacity will be the main way to find ourselves a Stadium and an energy card. So that could be the new Prism energy, which is going to be providing the darkness energy and fighting energy all together here. Yeah, fetching it together with the Okidogi here for the good punch attack. Very interesting deck, and we're going to see how good it actually is. With the Bravery Charm, we can even push to 280 HP, so that is kind of crazy. Also, go check out the sponsors. They make the daily contents possible, and they are on the screen right now. DragonShield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. You can get 5% off using the coupon ZAPDOS5. There's TC Evolutions for your damage counters and ability tokens, 10% off using the coupon ZAPDOSTCG. The same coupon code can be used on PotownStore.com as well for your TCG Live code card needs. You can get them with instant email delivery. So spice up your account today. Maybe you can even pull those cool looking illustration rares. And then last but not least, cardmarket.com for European players, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. So you can use the referral name ZAPDOSTCG to help support the channel even further. With that being said, we have entered the game. Tails never fails, as we always say on this channel, and we will see what the opponent decides to do because they have won the coin flip. So whether they want to go first or second, we can play from both sides, doesn't matter. The only thing we need is just a basic Pokemon, so that's going to be quite easy to do so. And it looks like the opponent will go first, meaning we can instantly get a turn 1 attack off if we come packed with something great. A Crispin and a Prism Energy will already do it. If we're starting with an Okidogi, Okidogi will be able to slap 170 damage, which is more than enough to deal with this situation. In this 60, there's also gonna be a couple of fighting type energies, 5 of them in total. So we will have to figure out together how good Okidogi actually is. Is it a meme or is it okay? In this scenario, we are actually having a very rough start. We're gonna have to rely on Pokegear to find ourselves a setup. Looks like we're gonna be up against some sort of Armarouge box. Quite interesting. Armarouge box decks typically play with a lot of things that have abilities. Cornerstone can come into play. If we do come back with a great classic Pokegear that gives us something great, we can actually get ourselves started. But maybe we top deck something and we can get a turn 1 attack off. The problem is the Cornerstone will not do anything against Reshiram, unfortunately. There's Latias for the free retreat. They still don't know what I'm playing, so that's great. Squawk ability, so everything currently has an ability except for Reshiram, so I wonder how this will go. Our hand is actually so bad. The Pokegear really needs to find Iono or Research or Arven to at least get ourselves something. Because if they have an Armarouge, they can get themselves started instantly. They also come back with the Prism Energy. We did talk about this archetype before on the channel, so if you want to learn how the Armarouge box plays, that's also something you can watch. Okay, it's gonna be the top deck of the century. I wonder if they're gonna be retreating with their restaurant. No, they're stuck in the active. Come on. What do we get? It is a fighting energy. Not exactly what I was looking for. We have switch, so there could be some Budu action if I want to. Ugh. Whatever the case is, this is not good. It is totally not good. I'm actually going to be going for an Earthen Vessel, making sure I can tin the deck. Tinning is winning. See if I can find at least something. There's an Okidogi. A Tatsugiri could also help. There's Arven. Arven can get herself Nest Ball. No, but that's not going to be cutting it, right? Oh, difficult situation. Pokegear time. We find Colress's Tenacity. Well, with Colress's Tenacity, there is a world where we can do something. We can go Colress's Tenacity, and that means we can get a Legacy Energy and an Artisan. There's also Town Store in the 60 for the Bravery Charm, so there's that. I wonder if they're gonna have Boss's Orders in hand. Let's go Artisan, go with the Artisan, and use it to find... We can get Budu with the item lock. Tatsugiri for the next supporting Pokemon. We do have access to Crispin and Switch, so maybe that's actually not too bad of an idea. Alright, Crispin and Switch, and Tatsugiri could grab something, maybe. Playing it safe. We're gonna be playing it safe. Let's focus on a one-prize Pokemon right here. It will instantly have a ton of HP. Let's go. And with 230 HP, what can actually knock us out at this point? Not a lot. Let's leave it as it is right now. We come back with Crispin. We also have the Artisan. We could have also switched. That would have meant they can technically attack us, but I don't know if there's an attack out there that can one-shot Okidogi. The cool news is, with Crispin, we can actually set up 2 of these Okidogis. Okay, there's a Roaring Moon EX. Am I hallucinating? No, it is Roaring Moon EX with Calamity Storm and Frenzied Gouging. Okay, that's where the box deck goes. I wonder if they can have, if they go for Iron Hands, which they typically want to do here in this one prize matchup, we can easily one-shot that with Okidogi. So Colress's Tenacity gives us a 0 prize Pokemon. They actually have the Iron Bundle. Interesting. Since we still have Crispin and Switch, it is going to be the same scenario as long as Artisan sticks around. Are they gonna attack it? There's an Iono, so our huge hands going back to the bottom of the deck. We come back with Bravery Charm. Is there any attacking Pokemon out there that can deal with us? Areas are under death. They can now use Iron Bundle to have a little bit of an attack going. Are they gonna knock out Iron Bundle? And we don't have any energies as well, so that's kind of annoying. If I find Colress's Tenacity, I can technically set up this Okidogi and find another Artisan. So that's what we're working with currently. Okay, there's Fezandipiti. Since this is a 0 prize Pokemon, I will allow this to happen. So I will slap down Fezandipiti. I can also give it more HP if I want to. I'm gonna Pokegear proactively. If there is another Crispin, I'm gonna grab it. Let's go. And now I will go for Flip the Script. Can I please get an energy? There is technically a world where we can get the energy with the Night Stretcher, so that's good. So if I Stretcher, find a fighting type energy, push that on here. How much damage is the restaurant dealing? 180. Still not going to be enough. But if I knock out 2 prize cards, it's going to be 200 and... with Bravery Charm, they're still not going to get there. Bravery Charm, energy there. And currently our damage output is 170. But they all have resistance, unfortunately. We can boss up Charcadets. I suppose. I could have gotten it, the Brave Bangle, and then boss. But I think in this scenario, Air Balloon here. I could still go for that. The only attacking Pokemon they have is going to be the Ho-Oh EX. And our list is playing double Boss's Orders. Interesting. It's a 0 prize Pokemon as well, might I add. Can also just damage this, but I think the best plan of action is to just go boss, because they're going to heal damage with the Ho-Oh, which I really don't like. And let's go for the knockout here. Good punch. 0 prize Okidogi in the active. Let's go. Okidogi with the Crispin. Okay. They're not going to be able to knock us out. They still have access to Iron Bundle, but we have Air Balloon, so I don't even know if they have Iono. Okay, they're doing that. They can hit us. Maybe I should have proactively put down the Air Balloon on our Fezandipiti, but I want to slap that down on something later. This is only going to slap 160, which is can be useful to transfer damage from our side of the field to the opponent's side of the field. It's another Charcadet. I could have focused on 2 prize Pokemon as well. This one can technically get... Oh, there is a Terapagos weak to fighting, might I add. This is only one... Yeah, we still have Iron Bundle. Not going to be doing too much here, I suppose. Also weak to fighting, but I did waste my boss's orders right there. So I will have to focus on Munkidori in combination with Good Punch. It's going to be difficult to pull off 2 of these. I can Iono this hand, no problem. Like 9 cards in hand. Isn't that a little bit much? Yeah, they have an energy onto the Terapagos. This Terapagos can actually use the Crown Opal, which can technically be annoying. First things first, I can get rid of like bench sitters if I want to. Have the Air Balloon here. Have the Okidogi here. Have the Town Store over here. I can Crispin. Nah. The best plan of action is just to go Town Store first. What are they gonna discard? If they can attack with the Crown Opal Terapagos, that is gonna be quite scary indeed. Gonna have to Brave Bangle this one. Yeah, at one point we need the boss, right? The XP share could also work, I suppose. Brave Bangle, quite irrelevant. I could still use the XP share on Cornerstone, I suppose. Yeah, that could be a thing. That could be a thing. 200. Put it here. Like this. And I could slap this guy, but I'm gonna go for the Iono here. Maybe they do whiff out on their... Okay. XP share, Artisan as well, Budu. Item locking Budu could make sure they cannot find any Armarouges. We're gonna retreat. Right here. Yeah, this one doesn't have an additional energy, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, we do have Artisan capabilities to get our good friend going. Guess it's gonna have to be Good Punch. Also, Crown Opal only slaps 180, which is not enough. We'll see what they have. No more Fez, no more bench space. 2 Area 0 is gone. They're gonna retreat into Latia. It's gonna be the way they knock us out. Okay. And a Professor's Research as well. Maybe they do with the Armarouge, 2 Ultra Balls being played already. Look at all these cards. Area 0 on their depth. Is this the last one? Most likely. Mew EX. Do they have Armarouge? How many do they play? They still have 5 prize cards, 14 cards in deck. Maybe they're playing 2 or 3. they proactively retreated, so they have to wait to retreat. Yeah, that's what I thought. This does have resistance to fighting, which is not good. First things first, let's lower that bench down again. They can technically get rid of the Eaton's Ho-Oh, but then they're losing all their energies. I don't think they're gonna do that. They can if they want to. They can if they want to. Get rid of a Charcadet. Alright. Moving forward, let's go for the Artisan. Let's get ourselves Munkidori. I don't have boss's orders. That's quite annoying. I can slap damage on the Latias. Put a fighting energy. I have to like try and damage these guys. EXP share. This is a 0 price Pokemon, might I add, and it's still not gonna get knocked out by these guys. So I can't afford to just go with... Latias can knock it out though. Latias can knock it out. But if they go with that... Yeah, we're gonna have to go with this Even though I don't want to, I will have to. Also a Budu in play could be nice for some item locking. Yeah, I'll wait with that. I guess I can just put the item lock here. I can still trap Pokemon, I suppose. 140. Well, let's go. They're gonna be attacking with Latias, right? To just knock us out, but we have another Okidogi ready. As soon as I have a Prism Energy, we're good to go. We're good to go. All of these guys are damaged. I know Terrapagos can attack at one point. I don't know if they realize they can use the Crown Opal. But we still have Iron Bundle Boss Place. There's one Stretcher in our discard pile, and we have 3 of them. So that's good. Good news. And they only have 6 cards. What are they looking for? Okay, there's the Armarouge. Iron Hands is gone. Look at all these alt arts. Quite cool. Can we outlast them? Can we outlast them? I think they have still more. No, 3 Stretchers gone and Iron Hands gone. Like, I think I'm safe, which means I can just wall it out. They can just attack with like Terrapagos if I'm being honest. But then they're gonna deck out because it's gonna be taking way too long. They're gonna go for the Latias play. That makes sense. And then we can still have access to Fezandipiti. So there's the Eon Blade of all things. Never thought I'd see that. It's a 0 prizer. The opponent takes 0 prizes by the Legacy Energy. That's kind of insane. Okay, let's knock out Latias and then trap something, right? Crispin time. Maybe it's better to go for Crispin first. Then we can get like the Darkness Energy on there as well. But I don't know. Artisan? What is happening? Okidogi, number 2. Super Raw, the XP share. I need a Prism Energy. Let's go for Fez. Why do I draw all these energies? These are not the energies I'm looking for. Crispin. 2 of these. I'll be putting this in hand. Yeah, unfortunately. No Prism Energy found. I'll be putting an energy right there. Oh, let's go. And then I'll put the Darkness Energy here. We're gonna be retreating. Oh, let's go. I don't know if they have any sniping capability Pokemon. I still could see a Wellspring coming. So just for that purpose, I'll slap down the Shaman. How many balls do they have? All the bosses. Okay. Shaman time. And I'll put EXP share here. So I can attack again next turn. With 1 Prism, right? Let's go 170. We have the Brave Bangle. We take a 2 prize here. We still have Bundle and Boss. More HP is always great. What do we get? More Crispins. If I get Iono, that's fine. They can Iono as well, but they did burn 3 Ionos already. So I think there's also a world where we deck them out. They still have, after this one, a lot of turn, but they still can boss the Fez, I suppose. Okay. Gouging Fire. Okay. It has to leave the active position, and without any more stadiums and any Latias, that seems pretty weird. They still need 5 more prize cards, and at one point they can knock out the Fez. 260. Oh, let's go. But now they're trapped, right? And I can get... I would have to get the Fighting Energy. If I get the Prism, that would be great. Can item log them. I don't think they have regular switch. I'd be surprised if they have that. Let's lead with an Fezandipiti here. I can also try and charge. Now the Prism Energy is here. So that's nice. They can also attack with Eaton's Ho-Oh, which is not enough damage. 230. Nothing else can do the trick. Yeah, nothing else can do the trick. This can do the trick. So they need to retreat manually, which is kind of interesting. Let's go Artisan. I could also try and charge up a Cornerstone, but it's another 2 prizer, which could lose me the game. We have no more Boss's Orders. Iron Bundle could be nice. We are only slapping 170, so no more extra buffing of the damage output. These all have abilities, but I'll slap this down. And maybe I can draw Boss's Orders and go after the menacing Terrapagos, right? You never know. Let's get it going. There's the boss. Let's go. I will get the Prism Energy right here. Let's go. I'll put the EXP share right here. Yeah, right here. And then next turn, maybe we can... I think I'm afraid of like the Terapagos. That's the only card I'm afraid of. All the rest... Ugh. We can also boss up this guy. So all of these guys can no longer attack. And then we focus on them. I think all the stretchers are gone. All the Charcadet shenanigans is gone as well. We can then use our strategy. And the Ho-Oh will no longer attack. Yeah, I think that's the best plan. Let's go boss this guy. Retreating into this guy. And go with good punch on the Armarouge. Without Armarouge, this deck crumbles apart. And all the Charcadets are in the discard pile. All the Night Stretchers are in the discard pile. I could have gotten like a boss play off on the Terapagos, which could have led me to like only one prize card. Then I could punch these guys. This guy can like attack. Can they do it again? How many stretchers? 3. I'd be surprised. Energy retrieval. They can still set up a Ho-Oh and attack with that, I suppose. Which means my Munkidori plays will be less relevant. Funky games. Oh, they're still gonna try and attack with Terapagos. Brave Blitz. We are knocked out. Energy going onto the Okidogi. And I'm gonna try and draw into another Prism energy. Promoting Fez. This is an interesting battle. Nazballs. All these Nazballs are kind of funky. I don't need them. Artisan can get Tatsugiri. I'm not gonna slap down another 2-prizer. Not a chance. Although at this point it doesn't matter, right? If they knock this out and Mew EX, I'm destroyed regardless. Tatsugiri. Bleh. There's still a fighting energy in the deck, but Crispin will no longer work. I can still Iono them to a low hand size, but I Iono myself to a low hand size. You see where we're going with this. Maybe take nothing? Alright. Continuing, we can Iono them to a low hand size. And try... How many balls do they have? I have not seen them play any single copy of balls, so that's very bad. So we are on the hunch to find our Prism energy here, 100%. Bravery Charm. Not exactly what I was looking for. Could give it a punch, but then they can heal. But they're not gonna heal if they don't have energies because they're focusing on one retrieval gone. They have more retrievals. This is bad. This guy is stuck though. This guy is stuck. We can focus on Munkidori. Let's go. And then we can try and trap this guy because they can no longer play Stretcher. They're gonna have to manually retreat. They can attack with Terapagos, but then they're gonna lose the game because we can transfer over the damage from the Fez to this guy unless we get knocked out, right? Then it's gonna be a whole different story. If they find boss, we're kind of cooked. So yeah, they just concede. I was gonna go for Iono and then item lock. Maybe that, or maybe attack with, if I found Prism Energy, it would have maybe been a better idea to attack like both of these Pokemon. So they're like both almost knocked out. But yeah, Okidogi time, let's go. We got the first dub here. That was an interesting battle. We had some room for some more battles because we still had access to Iron Bundle and yeah, the opponent, all their Armarouges were gone. They were gonna get item locked. There was nothing they could have done to get out of the situation. Maybe attacking with Ho-Oh EX to like heal 50 damage from all of these Pokemon would have been great. They don't know if we had like access to another boss or not. This list only plays 2 copies of Balsasaur. So let's dive into another game with Okidogi 2.0. The new cards Prism Energy and Brave Bangle, making this deck more than just a meme, I would say. Also, a quick word from one of our sponsors. Level up your game with TC Evolutions. Breathtaking damage counters, special condition tokens, and ability markers. Precision, style, power. Use coupon TCG for 10% off only at TC Evolutions. With that being said, time for another battle. I'm really beginning to liking this archetype. It's well constructed. Which archetypes can deal with this? I wonder. I think Guardy has a great time against this, but that's about it. Always go second. You can go Crispin Prism and do 170 damage turn 1 of the game. But not with this hand, at least. We do have Air Balloon. I don't know if I want to put the Air Balloon there. Ooh, Gardevoir. I think we're going to be cooked. There's not a lot we can do against Gardevoir because Gardevoir is like having item lock and all that by their side. We have a Darkness Energy on Monkey. At least that can help us. Then followed up by like Crispin following turn. We can push ourselves to more HP. Attachment onto Munkidori. Certain Vessel. 2 energies. Nazball, okay. Rolls, or I would say, yeah, Frillish. Hello, item locking maniac. They do hit for weakness, which is hilarious. Munkidori. Let's go. I'll be putting a Darkness Energy here. Let's go. Just because I can, I'll be going for Air Balloon here. Switch to the Munkidori. And I'll go for an Iono. Yeah, we still have 2 balls of sword on the bottom of the deck. This allows us to actually lead with something else. We have Crispin in hand. And all of these cards as well. So maybe we can get them with the classic item lock and be done with it. A retreat. Let's go. Item lock for the monkey. Please do not find any rolls. I command you. We have Legacy Energy. And then we're gonna Crispin. And we're gonna be good to go from there on out. If I find or top deck Artisan. Not anymore. I could have got like Iron Bundle place. Now currently 1 monkey. Nothing happening. If I get Iono, this would be bad. That's why Budu, one of the strongest cards. Oh, Artisan, hello, thanks for helping. Oh, Research on top of this. They didn't go for Iono, which is great. And try to find some rolls, which makes sense. Yeah, what are we gonna do? Are they gonna retreat? Did they find an energy? Is the Frillish coming? Gardevoir is one of our more difficult matchups, so we'll see how it goes. At one point, you can surprise the opponent by just slapping down a Cornerstone if they like have all Pokemon abilities in play, but they can always retreat and go for monkey plays, I suppose, unless retreat, Adrena Brain, retreat, yeah, bad. Yo, hello Frillish. Thank you for your item locking strategies. Alright, let us go for Legacy Energy, turning this into a 0 prize Pokemon. Going for a Crispin play, allowing us to get 2 energies from the deck. And I'll put this in the hand, and I'll accelerate the fighting type energy to my Okidogi. Follow that up by... I could slap down another Okidogi if I want to. Adrena Brain Day. If they have Candy, they can instantly knock us out, so that's a bad thing. Can still Candy, I suppose. But they can Munkidori. Yeah, this is bad news regardless. I'm not gonna give them more energies. Instead, I will go for a retreat. I don't have anything, right? So might as well go. They can also transfer damage and then knock out my Tatsugiri. We have Shaman to protect our Pokemon. Another Munkidori is not a bad idea per se. Yeah, more monkeys, more fun, right? Retreat. Good punch. Boom. We have 230 HP. Not that it matters because they can hit for weakness. I hope a Fez appears out of nowhere. Tatsugiri, I was looking for you. We don't have any supporter Pokemon right now. So this is gonna be turning out pretty bad. I could still like Mind Band, I suppose. But this is a bad matchup. If they have Candy Guardian, I'm done for. Arvin used already, so maybe we are in luck and they don't find rare Candy Gardevoir. If that is the case, we have something going here. I did burn my switch already, so I cannot like switch into Tatsugiri. Air Balloon's already gone as well. Could have kept on with the item lock, but they would have item locked us, and it would have been a never-ending story that the first person to Munkidori the stuff out would win. Super Rotting? What do you want? Frillish back? Seemed like a great plan, right? This guy has psychic weakness, so whatever HP I might have, it does not matter. This is a very difficult matchup. Nothing to do here. We still have a... There's Counter Catcher. Hello, Monkey. Yeah, that makes sense. And a Research. A Guardy is gone. They probably play 2 Stretchers. And Super Rod gone as well. There's a regular Curlia. Maybe that spells all good news. Energy to the Monkey. 10 damage to me? Probably not, because I can put it back to them. We have a Prism Energy, which could allow us to like put damage over again. Do I top deck Boss's Orders? That is the question. Can always like Arthas on Iron Bundle to get out of the item lock if they go for the classic Jellicent EX. Yeah, nothing happening. Nothing happening. What we have Town Store. What can we do with the Town Store? Can get another Okidogi. Most likely we'll get trapped. So that's a bad thing. If I Town Store, I can get EXP share though. Which is a way to get another Pokemon going. Yeah, maybe that's the way. Because I think Iron Bundle is prize, right? Yeah, Iron Bundle is prize, so who cares? Slapping this down. I'll go for... Yeah... Attachment Retreat. Yeah, Attachment Retreat. Go with that. And I will activate... Since I also have Munkidori, I don't think they're gonna use Munkidoris at one point. I think I can use this as some backup. First of all, Town Store allowing us to get EXP share right when we need it. This is still a 0 prize Okidogi, might I add. Stretcher is also something I cannot use, but I don't need it currently. I can still slap down Tatsugiri, but I don't have a way to retreat it, so that's pretty bad. Yeah, I can slap it down just in case. I can get an energy here, then Crispin can get both of these. It's an option. Let's go for it. Because Crispin can get us out of the situation. Let's go. It's a good punch. It's a good punch. A good punch onto a monkey. Maybe I can find Adrena Brain. No. Iron Bundle. Maybe it's here. Pokegear could work. But I'm gonna get item locked, right? But Tatsugiri can find Crispin. And then Crispin can allow Okidogi to attack again. But we're not gonna be slapping too much damage. That's the problem. We're only gonna slap like 140. And with monkeys out there, that's very scary. Unless I can find ways to deal with these monkeys. TM Devo. That's not doing anything. Maybe I cannot find the Guardy. How many? 3 Research, 2 Iono, and 1 Arven. 1 Super Rod and a Guardy gone as well. They probably have to have a ton of Ultra Balls. 1. Maybe they probably have like 3 Ultra Balls left or 2 Ultra Balls left. But yeah, I wish they can get out of here. It's scary. Seeing a Jellicent like this, having an Okidogi, what do you do? There's Gardevoir EX. And now the fun begins, right? Because they can Munkidori. Luckily, we can Munkidori back, I suppose. Fez is good news. That is good news, because Fez allows us to take a 2 prize KO. We still need to take 4. This is a 0 prize Pokemon, might I add. Also need... Yeah, they have enough energies in the discard pile. Arven. So we keep our hand, which means Prism. We can attack again with Okidogi. And we need to like Gust. Gust this guy, Gust this guy, Gust this guy. Ugh, too much. Too much. Too much to deal. I don't... Like, at this point, I'm afraid, right? But everything has abilities, right? If everything has abilities, our Cornerstone Ogerpon can surprise the opponent. They can still get, like, confused, I suppose, but... Maybe I should put an EXP share onto Cornerstone, because Cornerstone cannot get damaged by all of these Pokemon. Let's go. Let's try that out for size, because this guy will instantly be able to attack. More damage. Are they going to transfer damage? Probably to the active, I would say. Or maybe they slap 160 and try and knock us out, overlapping the fact that we have Legacy. Probably not going to be doing that. Yeah, Guardy, difficult matchup. As I was saying, Cornerstone can still do something. Yeah, we have the Pokegear, but I cannot use it. We have the Stretcher, I cannot use it. So what is the plan? What is the plan? Adrena Brain again. Double Adrena Brain. 160. Oh, they're not knocking us out, so they will take a prize next turn if they try. We have an Artisan. Interesting. This also means we can put an additional monkey over here. They can put, if we put 60, they can still put 60 back, so that's a funky fact. Yeah. But it will need more than that. Down store. Bravery Charm. We can slap more damage, I suppose. Because if we slap more damage, we're slapping 200. Let's see here. 170. 140. 170 again. It's still not enough. Bravery Charm could put us in higher HP mode. I guess we're trying out this. We can Bravery Charm the other guys later. Well, I cannot slap anything down, so that doesn't matter. Adrena Brain all on the active, I suppose. Yeah, they're gonna have to put it all back. Yeah, 140. Unfortunately, not enough. It's gonna have to be the attack here, and let's go. What are they gonna do now? I'm very curious. Because with double Munkidori, we're at 200 HP, so that's not gonna matter. We have double Monkey as well, so everything they put at us, we can put right back. So at least our monkeys have been established. There's also an EXP share, which will not activate if they use the Munkidori, so there's that. Currently under discard pile, 2 Ionos, 2 Arven, 3 Research, no board, draw power from the Fezandipiti. So I think this Jellicent will get knocked out. They will also have to throw this Fezandipiti away. Here we go again. They can technically like boss or countercatcher. Countercatcher the other Okidogi. That's probably what they have to go for here. Psychic Embrace again. Maybe retreating is an option as well. We don't have, but if they retreat, we have Pokegear for boss, right? So there's that. We're gonna go after this Jellicent. Can we activate 3 monkeys? How many Munkidoris are we actually playing? 2. Well, that's a pity. If I had 3, I can deal with this guy. Yeah, they're giving us Kirlia. Psychic Embrace. They're gonna attack with Kirlia. Yeah, they're gonna go for the magical shot for 0 prize cards. Let's go. Well, first of all, if we remove all the damage here, we're gonna be good. We can also Adrena Brain damage right there, so we can take like 3 prize cards. And the only thing I need then is just 1 bot. They take 0 prizes. Funky. Legacy Energy prevents the opponent from taking any single prize card out there. We have to go with... there's no more damage on the field, so that's unfortunate. It's the only bad thing about this. I'll lead off with Badu. Yeah, it's the only bad thing. We have the Crispin. Crispin could allow us to just get another one set up. Downstore EXP share. These EXP shares are crazy good. Okay, moving forward, we're gonna go for the Artisan, and the Artisan will allow us to get another one. Let's go. Currently, let's go with a Pokegear to find Boss's orders. Using the Prism Energy right here. Let's go. They still have like 40 to work with. They can get more. I think the Jellicent is less troublesome. Prism Energy here. Yeah. With Fez, they can get more options, but the Jellicent has more damage on board. What is the better option here? EXP share 100% going there. We're gonna retreat. Not afraid of this Curlia. Will they go for like a Turo here? They need to like boss, right? We have another boss ready. They can Turo this guy, but they can also Turo this guy. This one has more HP, more damage on the field. So maybe it's better to go for a boss on the Jellicent because that's a scary, scary fella. But then they will have more options. Only 4 cards in hand. Only 4 cards in hand. We have a Tatsugiri up and ready to go. Interesting. If I have Tatsugiri power, I can definitely, with Crispin, what is the best option? Giving them less options, right? But being item locked doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter. Here we go, get rid of draw power. It's probably the best thing. There's like a lot of damage, but regardless, there's gonna be a lot of damage on their field. Let's go. Prism Energy, Nazball, all the good stuff. Let's see, 2 more prizes. They need to take 6 prize cards. Let's go. Jellicent is waiting to get knocked out. I know it can heal damage. I know. That's the scary part. Could have gone after this guy, but if they Turo up the Fez, they have like more options, right? With using Fez, they would have more options to find Turo. That's what I wanted to prevent. Definitely considering the fact that Super Rod's already gone. They can still use Stretcher for Fez, but then Gardevoir still is remaining in the prizes, which is still remaining in the discard. That's more important. What can we do? If they heal 60, they can get 3 Munkidoris off. That's... Oh, no. They're going for this strategy. If they would have held 90, that would have been tricky. How much damage? 3 energies. They can either like to retreat. There's 1 stuck on the Curlia. Okay. Gonna take prizes here. Goodbye, Badu. You helped me out so much. There's having an EXP share. So that's good. We have Prism Energy again. Still coming rocking with the 230 HP. If I get Tool Scrappered right now, I lose the game, but that's part of the game, right? What are they gonna do? Knock us out with Gardevoir EX. They did already use 1 Adrena Brain. 30 reduction. Pushing us all the way to 140. Meaning we cannot knock it out unless we have damage on our field. But they need to put more energies on the Jellicent as well if they want to attack with the Jellicent in the first place. Yeah, damage right there. TM Evo? Are they gonna attack with Curlia? This is a problem, right? Yo, more damage here. Brave Bangle Stretcher Budu? Is that my play? 200 damage, it's fine. We have Air Balloon. Let's see. No, Brave Bangle's not gonna work, unfortunately. So, yeah, interesting situation. Can also attack with Munkidori, by the way, if I want to. Then I just need Balls for game next turn. And there's Colorless Tenacity for Prism Energy. First things first. I'm gonna check what I can do with Crispin. We have Shaman. We have another Okidogi. Now I can think I can get the Fez on board. Because the Fez allows me to get Boss. Boss is not enough, right? 140. There's no damage on board, so this Jellicent will heal. And that's not what I want. Enough energies in the deck. So that's not bad. So I think I'll go Okidogi. I will go for a good old classic Crispin, I guess. Put the Prism Energy here. Let's go. Nothing. I just need a boss in the late game, right? So energy here. Oh, let's go. More HP. I can also give it to this guy, and then this one will get charged up as well. If I put it here. Right? That's how it works. Crispin. 2 of these. What do we put in hand? This in hand. And accelerating the fighting type energy. Then we can put this as a monstrosity. It only slaps 70. So I guess I will still need a Prism Energy afterwards. But at least they can attack. This. We can still retreat. I have to retreat here, unfortunately. Retreat here. There's Brave Bangle, all the cards I really don't want to draw. Stretcher can get us energies, but that's not what I need. I'm gonna get Iono to 1, so the best plan of action is to slap down this. There's gonna be a Jelly Sand, so I will not be able... If there's a Jelly Sand, it's not doing enough damage, I still will get trapped. So I'm gonna slap down this 2-prize Pokemon, even though I don't want to. I'm gonna give a Brave Bangle to this guy. I can still give it more HP if they don't knock it out, but that would be very foolish. A Stretcher for nothing is an interesting strategy. No. Yeah, no Iron Bundle, unfortunately. It was one of our last couple of prize cards. Let's go. Iron Bundle, are you there? No, it's a Crispin, still great. This guy has also resistance, so the good punch for like 70 is not doing a lot. At this point, what do you go for? If you are a Gardevoir player, there's a Mew EX on board. You need to like gust up the Mew and then I can Nest Ball for Fez. That's the plan. I can still stretch her as well if I want to. But I'm gonna get Iono to 1, so proactively slapping down Mew is not a bad thing. Also, I put a Darkness Energy right here. There's still more fighting energies in the deck, so Crispin can also get us out of the situation. They also need to like put tons of energies on the Jellicent, damaging it. Like 4 damage counters with 80. Pushing it, they put damage back to us. All the way down to 130. Maybe I could have kept my Brave Bangle right here. The only card I need is a boss. I know the boss is still in the deck. I know I have Tatsugiri, but I did burn my air balloon. This guy is not having resistance to... Yeah, also having resistance. This is gonna be tricky. Then I need to like top back Prism Energy. How many? 2 of them. There's still 2 Prism Energies in the deck. I need Prism Energy and boss. How do I pull this off? How do I pull this off? A Crispin could also work, but then double Jellicent. Ladies and gentlemen, I could still lose. Gardevoir, so difficult. I have 1 prize, so I'm closer than ever. This is a 2-prizer. They could go for it. But if they go for the Mew, they cannot go for the Okidogi. And the Okidogi can take care of Munkidori. 3 energies. They're gonna keep themselves out of 1-hit KO range. Now my Iron Bundle is useless. I don't care because it's priced. Always the same. That card you need for the Jellicents is priced, but it doesn't matter because they have 2 Jellicents, right? The battle of finding bosses' orders is now commencing. Do they have an Iono? Because currently in the hand, it's a pretty good hand. We have access to Colress's Tenacity. Now they're gonna retreat, push up another Jellicent. Yo, cannot deal with all that. Then try to take all their prize cards instantly. 2 monkeys on board, 1 monkey in discard pile, 2 GM Devos that do nothing in this discard pile. Super Rod. I haven't seen any stretchers around. Where are the stretchers? Are you playing stretchers? Are both of them priced? 80 damage. They need to knock us out, 100%. 100%. Because, I'm gonna tell you why. Because otherwise, I can just try to find... Are they gonna knock us out? Power Press? Yeah. There's the KO here. The only thing I need is I have Fez, right? Fez and Tatsugiri, but that's not enough because I cannot get this guy out of the active position. I only slap 70. So I can promote Tatsu, but it's not gonna do too much. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to use Mew EX in the active. I can Crispin, but then I cannot use Boss's Order, so that's the problem. Still confused, so they have to retreat. Ugh. There's the Prism. I should have promoted. I'm still item locked, by the way. I should have promoted. Yeah, this is not good. And Monkey only slaps 60, so I cannot. Like, I need something else. I probably should have used another Night Stretcher here. Artisan, like Smash Kick, is doing nothing. Nothing at all. I cannot even Fezandipiti here. Do they have access to another counter catcher? There's 1 counter catcher right there. Did already use Arven. Colress's Tenacity could allow us to get a Prism Energy. I could give this a slap, but then they're gonna retreat and heal this one, attack with this one. I can confuse this guy, forcing them to come with this guy. Ugh, this is so ridiculous. What is the plan? Yeah, Colorless Tenacity is not the plan. Yeah, I can just get an energy, but there's nothing else. I have balls right there, but it's not gonna be doing too much. If I snap, I have to save this guy and hope out of this, the counter catcher's on the bottom of the deck, and they have played 3 Arvin, so hope they don't have counter catcher. And then next turn, we take him down. Is that the plan? Yeah, I think that's the plan. Go with Prism Energy. I should have used the Night Stretcher there. Not that it matters, but we're gonna retreat into this guy. And end the turn. I could have bet an energy to the Tatsugiri, but they can Scream Tail that, so we'll figure out what they do. Scream Tail is something they're not gonna use. I just hope they don't have counter catcher. If they Scream Tail, it's still good because I can knock them out with Colorless Tenacity, Prism Energy, Mind Band. So let's see where it goes. Counter catcher, no! Okay, well that's bad. Only 1 energy in the discard pile. If I find balls, I can still trap Jellicent, unless they're not playing. If Thero's in one of their last couple of prizes. Candy, Stretcher, all that away. Stretcher Gun is good. Ultra Ball and Iono. Do we still have Crispin left? 1 Crispin left. There's nothing. Maybe I should have attached the Mew EX in hindsight, but yeah, triple monkey. That's game, right? If they find a Psychic Energy, alright, if they find a Darkness Energy, it's game. But Ionoing them to 3 cards only is kind of interesting as well, because they are all out of... Yeah, they are all out of resources? Yeah, as soon as they have a Darkness Energy, we'll lose, although we can still Bravery Charm the Tatsugiri. We have Nest Ball. Ah, this is so quite crazy. There's 4 energies on the jelly, 1 energy in the discard pile, so maybe I can boss the Jellicent that is damaged, but there's so much damage on the field that it's gonna be not making any difference. Okay, there are 2 prizes. We have the Mew EX, but they're all out of counter catcher, right? Okay. What is our shot? What is our game plan? This slaps 160. 160. Do we Tatsugiri or not? Tatsugiri into probably just this, right? Doesn't matter. All of our Okidogis are gone. What can we do? We have a research. That's pretty good, I suppose. Can reshuffle. Shame. There's no way for them to go with Scream Tail unless... This is not good. 2 Bravery Charms at least. 2 of these energies and 1 more Crispin. Buh. Iron Bundle not here. Maybe I can attack with Cornerstone Balls. Cornerstone Balls is probably the play here, right? Get rid of that. Confuse this. If I boss this guy, they might be stuck in the active. That's probably my only win condition, because they only have like a little bit of damage. I can push them back to them, so I'll go and try to find balls. There's Night Stretcher, which I cannot do anything with. I'm gonna try and do it that way. Don't try this at home. Attract some customers. No Balsasaurus. So that's silly. This can find energy though. Arvin doesn't do anything in this situation. Professor's research. Go with this. Go with this. And end the turn. I know they can go for a bunch of Munkidori plays, but I can just push up my Cornerstone. They're all out of counter catcher. Unless they have Turo, we should be good. Turo can win them the game. Turo Screamtail. Maybe Turo is their in their last couple of prizes. Let's hope so. Or on the bottom of the deck. Let's hope. That's the only way I win. Because currently, yeah, there's an Iono to 1. We still have Mew. They're looking for the Darkness Energy, right? Yeah, there's a Stretcher doing nothing. We need to like Crispin and attack. Crispin and attack. Triple Monkey can make quick work of... You know, this is a quite insane battle, ladies and gentlemen. They're almost out of time. They're almost out of time. The craziest battle of your lifetime. No more... Yeah, if they have the Turo, we're cooked. They only have one card, though. Artisan's still around, which is kind of troublesome. And they also have, like, a lot of monkeys. And they're keeping us right there. They're retreating. And we're also gonna see monkey shenanigans, right? Because they put 90, we can only push 60 back, which means we lose. Unless we find boss to like trap. They only slap 80, so they have enough energy. Yeah, they played it perfectly. They played it perfectly. Because now I can no longer trap as well. Yeah. I can no longer trap. What can we do here? There's nothing to do. 140 is not enough. More stretchers. If I had a third copy of the monkey, I could have gotten myself out of this situation, maybe. Yeah, 60. Where do we put it? Doesn't matter. We have nothing that can hit the bench. We have nothing that can hit the bench. Well, quite learnful experience, though. Yeah, at this point, it doesn't matter, right? Crispin. Bravery Charm, yeah. Could have saved us, but the air balloon is on there, unfortunately. If I had the Bravery Charm, this could have been going either way. Let's just imagine I have Bravery Charm, right? There's boss. This could have been great. That means they need to retreat, otherwise they don't knock us out. Nah, they can still monkey first and then knock us out. So this is game. Crazy. Nothing to do. They did put the energies perfectly. No more 4 energies on the jelly. 2 energies there. 60, 90 spread. Yeah, that's well played. That's crazy. I've never played such a crazy game against Gardevoir. But you do see why Gardevoir is a difficult matchup, right? We were so close. We were so close. We just needed one more prize card, but the triple monkey ruined our day. Our list only plays 2 Munkidori. If we had 3, we might have had a chance. Oh, only to 1 prize card. So close. I don't mind losing. Definitely not when it's that close. And I know it's a difficult matchup, so I was so close of winning. Oh boy. I also wonder in this tournament if they actually were up against Gardevoir. Let's check it out. Matches. They didn't see any Gardy, so that makes sense. If you don't see Gardy, you're gonna have a great time. Gonna have a great time. The opponent... Oh, I will go first, sure. I'm going first. So I could lead with a Tatsugiri and see what the opponent is bringing to the table. I know it's a low HP Pokemon, but... Dusknoir. I don't even know what kind of archetype this is. I'm gonna... If I Artisan, I'm helping the opponent out, isn't it? Attract customers. Nothing. Okay. If I'm slapping on Artisan, is it bad? We have monkeys. We can try it out. Don't try this out at home. We're gonna have to give the opponent a slight edge. First of all, lead with an Okidogi. Secondly, I'm gonna see how many energies is in there. Air Balloon is in there. 2 and 4. Legacy Energy also in there. Let's attach this over here. And we are good to go. So, if I draw into a Prism Energy, that would be great. Otherwise, a Crispin. Probably gonna be up against Charizard, right? If I can punch this Dusknoir in the face. It also has resistance to fighting, unfortunately. But if I can punch it in the face and establish a cornerstone, we're gonna be good to go. Precious Trolley. We're slapping 70, which is unfortunately not enough. It looks like Charizard to me. Man, I still cannot get over the fact that that Gardevoir match took so long. Yeah, we had an opportunity. Oh, bunch of Dusknoirs, alright. Crazy. You have to waste 2 of them on this guy. I'm sorry. Jetting yourself into the active position. This is Turbo Dusknoir. Alright. Can you swoop my entire field by finding candies? There's an Iono. An Iono. TM Devo. Oh, TM Evo. Even scarier. Ooh. We're gonna see Duskulls everywhere. If we can get more energies, they're also gonna have trouble with that. Let's figure it out. I can also let them knock this guy out and then we summon it back. More darkness energies. I think Crisping. Not exactly the card I was. They have Iono, so they're gonna help us. Right? Right. Two of them there is an option. But yeah, if they take enough too much prize cards, it's gonna be bad. Right? I'll lead it like this. Right? Slap with that. We can find Crispins again later. I can punch this guy. I don't mind if this guy gets knocked out. I don't mind at all. If the Tatsugiri is gone, that's fine. Can attract customers. Another. Yeah, we have the Colress's Tenacity. Interesting. Colress's Tenacity does not work in this scenario. It could allow us to find a town store and then, yeah, that's actually not bad. This is actually way better. We're gonna go Colress's Tenacity, find the town store, find the Prism energy. I'm not gonna use Legacy energy quite yet. So town store, and then the town store can find the classic air balloon. So let's go. And then our Okidogi will have way more HP than they thought. We're gonna retreat. Okidogi time. Let's go. 170. So we have a Crispin. If I can put an EXP share onto an Ogre Pawn, that would be great. And I can power it up next turn. It also, Bravery Charm could also work. Let's see, 130, 130. Still gonna do the job. Two Charmeleon. Town store, do they have more? Where that came from? Their Tatsugiri is gone and then they had Iono in hand, so I think we're in an okay-ish position. If I'm able to put EXP share on Ogre Pawn, that's fantastic. That's the only Pokemon that's able to like withstand Charizard's attack. Oh, Charizard is coming. Here we go. It's Charizard time, and they will need to like have an army of Dusknoirs in order to withstand this. And we can get that Pokemon back. Might have put a Legacy energy so they don't take prizes. Can still do that later. Defiance Band will do the job. I'm not gonna slap down enough Pokemon, I'm just gonna focus on the cornerstone here. And then maybe... Yeah, there's an Iono, that's not good, although we have Tatsugiri. It's not the card we really wanted. Downstar also gave them the opportunity. There's double Dusknoir. Ooh. This means we are in trouble. I can put EXP share here. Fine. If I put the Fez, it's also quite menacing. This is very scary, I'm not gonna lie. This is an army of Dusknoir, so I need to like gust this Dusknoir up. I don't have counter catcher. Ow. Now I'm in trouble. Because with double Dusknoir they can KO this guy. What do we do? What do we do here? Town store. Get the EXP share. What is the plan? Artisan can get more stuff. Iron Bundle can push these guys to the wayside. That's not the way, right? This Charmeleon can also attack for 90 damage. Definitely EXP share here. Yeah, this is very scary. If I put down Artisan, they can get more of their Pokemon established. Not what we want to do. I'm gonna attract customers first and see what we get. There's Crispin. At least we can do something with that. But the problem is that we still do not have... we can confuse... No, we don't have Prism Energy. That's the problem. That's the main issue with this guy. 3 cards in hand. I don't want to slap down Fezandipiti. That's too bad. I could just wait, right? I could wait, but I could also lose that way. Artisan, Downstar. No. I'm gonna have to go for Crispin. Gonna get 2 of these. I can item lock, right? But then they can super us entirely with the... Yeah, that's bad. It's bad as well. It's all bad. Okay, I'll put this in the hand. No. This in the hand. It doesn't matter where we accelerate. This here. Budu with the item lock. And then try to find boss next turn. Right? Is that the plan? Charizard is scary. How do we do this? How do we do this? Budu with item lock is not going to be the plan because they can just Dusclops. I guess it's going to have to be Okidogi. Retreat. I could still Fezandipiti, right? But that's 2 prizes. They still need 5 prizes. Yeah. Gonna have to be the retreat here. Just giving them this guy. I'm not gonna get out fast quite yet. I will wait. Maybe I don't even need it. Blow up with Dusknoir. We need an army of boss. Curse Blast. We don't have ways to heal unless we go use Munkidori, which could be a thing. Could be a thing. We are taking prize cards there. This is boss. This is great. We don't have anything else though. If I'm able to boss Dusclops, that would be great. They super run an entire line back in. Charizard. This is great. I'm not afraid of the double Zard. Yeah, this is fine. They can knock out Okidogi if they want to. We're actually ahead in the prize trade, believe it or not. Nothing? Okay. Research. Yo, there's a candy gone. At least that's great. How many candies in here? 1. Ugh. Okay. We need... If they find Dusknoir, we're like done. We're like cooked because we don't have Stretcher in hand. There's Dusclops again. Another Duskull again. This is... Wait, and even a Chiyu on top of this. Like, no. No. Curse Blast as well? Where do you want to go with that? Oh, they're gonna use double Curse Blast here. Loco. Arvin. Is there a world where we like respond to this quite easily? More prizes for us. Like the opponent like going with all the gas in the world. We don't have counter catcher, so we'll have to make use of it with this hand. They're taking 2 prizes. If I go for a Fez, they can boss it up. Look at all these Dusclops. Look at them go. At this point, I am in trouble. Like even... Dusclops, this guy is not doing anything. This guy is not doing anything. I need to like find a way to get my cornerstone back. Nazball 70 is also not the answer. If I put down Fezandipiti, I lose the game. I lose the game instantly. Bravery Charm, yeah, I lose the game instantly if I do that. What is this? What is this? I can Iono to 2? Yeah, maybe. Iono to 2 with Fez and hope they don't have anything. So we go... Yeah, if they just have Dusknoir, I lose. It's gonna have to be Nazball, Find Fez. Let's go. Yeah, Charizard will still keep attacking, right? But I need to like find a way to buy more time. If I Iono, I also need to set up a cornerstone again. That's scary. Artisan's not gonna do anything for us. EXP share. Ugh. What is the plan? I want to attack here, but there's no Pokemon I can attack with the Pokemon currently in my situation. I guess the only plan is to go Iono to 2. Yeah. It's gonna have to be Iono to 2. And try to draw myself out of this one. Energy. Flipping the script. Yeah, Stretcher is there, that's good. Cornerstone. This over here. Energy there. Okay. If I have a Nest Ball, which I still can use, by the way, to use Mew. If they have balls, they just win regardless. So I could still Itchy Pollen them. But that's also another prize. They're definitely gonna be taking a prize card, right? So probably this is better for us to go for Itchy Pollen, so they don't establish Dusknoir situations. Maybe this was not the greatest plan because with Dusclops they can still get us. But Iono to 1 feels pretty nice. Yeah. Itchy Pollen into an Iono to 1. Because we're not taking any prize cards. I know the Chiyu can do a little something. So there's 2 1-prizers on the field. If I go after Chiyu, they can still like have Fez on board. I have not seen Fez proactively. But Fez is weak to fighting, so that can also be a thing. The Amiibo. Something they cannot use. Burning Darkness. Okay, cool. We're gonna have to... we can Crispin, but Iono to 1 is stronger. Iono to 1 feels stronger. There's a switch. We're gonna have to go Town Store. Get... Bravery Charm? I could proactively use Attract Customers because I really want to draw an energy here. There's Boss. That's not enough. Boss is for later. Just gonna take the Arbon. Now, Bravery Charm. I'm gonna go Iono to 1. We have an energy, so that's great. We can flipping the script here. Energy here. And we retreat. And we have the Pokegear, we have the Stretcher, so next turn we can go after Chiyu and then hope they don't have anything to respond. If they have balls now, we lose. Don't even know if they play balls with that many Dusknoirs in the house. 1 balls there. They're ahead in the price trade, so Counter Catcher also does not work. Town Store, they can reshuffle. How many Ionos did I play? 2. Team Evo. Team Evo to the Zard. Research! That's crazy! Now I need to find Iono again. Blah. Jet to the front. Insane. I'm gonna TM Evo into a Dusclops. Let's go. What do we do? What do we do? Mew? I guess at this point, we need to like put all the gas on the metal, like, right? Mew? Stretcher? Energy? This? This? Let's go! Draw 2. There's a switch. Not what I need. Earth Vessel. Tinning is winning. It's gonna take... If I take 2, maybe the Pokegear will be nice to me. I all know our boss. It is boss. Okay. If they are not playing boss, or if they cannot find it, we're good. But they're probably playing Fezandipiti. Like this guy, I'm not afraid of this. I could go boss the Dusknoir. They're not gonna blow it up because otherwise it's a tie, right? I could boss this guy. This guy's slapping 110. And then I instantly knock it out, which is like doing nothing. I don't want to tie. I want to win. So I'm gonna go after the Dusknoir. And hope that's enough and that their last boss is priced. For equal in price rate, counter catcher does not work. Yay! Did they win? Did they have the boss? What wacky games with this deck? What's going on? Charizard on top? Seems like a boss, right? Yeah. Funky. So yeah, Okidogi deck. It got second place, but I'm having my doubts about this deck. So hopefully you guys enjoyed another video. We didn't win a lot with Okidogi, but it was a lot of fun regardless. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and also go check out the sponsors that make the videos possible. Level up your game with TC Evolutions. Breathtaking damage counters, special condition tokens, and ability markers. Precision, style, power. Use coupon TCG for 10% off only at TC Evolutions. Also go check out dragonshield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. Use the coupon ZABLUES5 and get 5% off your order. There's also PotownStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs, 5% off using the coupon ZABLUESTCG, and cardmarket.com for European players where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Thank you all very much for watching today's upload. Okidogi is fun, but it's probably going to be in the meme category. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG content. Peace.